Hi everyone, this is Casey. Welcome to the channel. So I've been in the business for about 17 years and I've been coaching, training, and working with people all this while. I have a sales team, I have a business running financial services business, but I want to share with you one of the main reasons why people fail. And I believe it also applies to people who are starting out a business, doing entrepreneurial work, or going to freelancing, or starting anything out on their own. One of the main reasons why they fail. It's not really what you think it is. When I talk to people and I ask them, especially when I'm interviewing candidates for the financial services line, for the insurance line, I ask them, why do you think people fail, in this business? Why do you think people fail? The very common answer that they always tell me is they don't have enough prospects. They don't have people to sell to. People don't want to buy the product. They're right in some aspects, but I can tell you the truth. The real reason why they fail, based on what I've experienced in training and talking to people, it's not really that. Believe it or not, it just comes down to their mindset. Okay, so let me get into it. Let me tell you a bit more. So basically, the reason why they do not succeed and why most people will fail when starting a business or starting something new, it's because they didn't have the system. Number one, they were not using the system, whatever the system is. So when you start a business, there is a system of doing things. For example, if you were to open an online store, you need a system to run the inventory, you need a system to order, to bill and to sell and to collect payment, right? There's all system. If you run any business, if today I run a freelance business, I also need some form of, a system where I talk to the customer, or the potential client, tell them what the rates are, and if they engage me, there should be a contract of services, followed by the payment structure, when did they release payment, when did they pay me, things like that, and how many revisions I get to do their work, for example. So these are all systems of doing that business, and it's so important, but they don't understand the system. So if you don't understand the system, you're not going to succeed. So whatever business or whatever thing that you're trying out or you're going into, you need to know what is the system in place. So the second most important reason is the fact that they are not consistent. There is no consistency. So in any business, you have to decide what you want to do, how you're going to do it, and at what point do you determine whether this business is a success or not. Okay? It's all very straightforward. So if I am joining, for example, the insurance business, the financial services business, to become a Y advisor, for example, in my team, you have to figure out at what point is the point where you know that you can do this business successfully. So there is the period where we call like a trial period where you're trying things out. But does it mean you don't give your best? No. You give your best all the way. You give your utmost best. In fact, you give better than your best. So that is the thing that you committed and you're supposed to achieve it. But if you commit to something and you don't achieve it, that's where the problem happens. Okay, let me give an example. Let's say I talk to a person, from the program who wants to join the business, and we work out they need X amount of income. Okay, so based on, let's say, $5,000 income, based on $5,000 based on income, they're supposed to do X amount of activity. We know here in this line that sales activities, putting yourself in front of a client or prospective prospect, will give you business. So how many of those do you need? We can calculate that. So example, if you want to earn 5,000 per month, you need to see 10 people and you need a 20% success rate. Example, okay? So if you do like that, then you know that you can achieve it. You can back calculate it. The problem is this, is when you commit to the 10 people, 10 presentations, or 10 people you're supposed to see, are you going to follow it through? Because if you follow it through, then you will succeed. But most people do not follow through. And they give up before they hit what they're supposed to. Example, let's say I'm going to approach 100 customers and I know 20% of them will buy this product from me or this service from me. Did you see the 100 prospective customers? I can tell you the truth, 90% of the time, people who fail in business is because they put a target and they say, hey, look, I'm going to sell to 100 customers to see if it works. They never reach that 100. It's not that they don't have the customers. It's not that they don't have the prospects. It's just that they never achieve what they said they're going to achieve. So it's a mindset problem. You say you're going to do it, you don't do it. So the follow through and the consistency is important. If you don't follow through, you're not consistent, you're not going to achieve it. So I hope that helps you. You know, if you want to start any business, you want to go out and do anything, make sure you have a system, make sure you have a plan, and make sure that whatever you know that you calculated or committed that you can do, do it. Just that alone will make a lot of difference. I think the most important of it is not so much about even the system. Okay, even if people do not have the system, they can build the system, they can learn the system. Even if they don't have the market, they can build the market, they can see people. There's no such thing as no market, okay? But the thing that makes them fail is the fact that they did not consistently achieve or give up before they reach the targeted number that will bring them success. So I hope that helps you. And if you're doing anything, you know, make sure you consider this. And of course, if you like this type of content, make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll be giving up more finance, personal development, and tips, and some other random things which I encounter across my career. Thank you very much, and have a great week.